You know, the best way to help us is by trying to get this to an end as quick as possible. Try not to go out. I know it's hard, and if you do have to go out, don't make it a family outing.
Hi, I'm Bucks County District Attorney Matt Weintraub. Today I have the pleasure of being joined by Public Safety Director of Bensalem, Fred Harran. Director Harran actually is in charge of all the first responders in Bensalem, which is police, fire, and EMS. Thanks for joining us today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, today I would like to talk to you about what the realities are on the front lines of first responders. There are a lot of myths out there that first responders are not responding to emergencies, and that is just simply false. Can you please reassure us?
Absolutely false. First responders, in the name, are first responders, and they are going to continue to respond no matter what the situation is, no matter how long this goes on. We're going to continue to respond. If you call 911, whether it's today or whatever it was 2 months ago, you're going to get the same response. There might be a little tweaks along the way. For instance, if it's not a priority call, you know, somebody just needs to make a police report out, the officer might ask them if weather's permitting to come outside. You know, we're trying to practice social distancing as well, so we really don't want to be in people's houses where could be other folks. Somebody could be affected that we might not know about, or they might not even know they're infected. So we might ask you to come out. We might also ask someone to we might call them on the phone and take a report over the phone. But you can be rest assured that if it's an emergency call and you call 911, the proper response will be given, not only in Bensalem, but all of Bucks County.
And that's for police, fire, and EMS.
Police, fire, and EMS. And our EMS, they're on the front lines. It's hard to practice social distancing when you're taking someone's vitals. The nature of it alone, you can't be 6 feet away. Well, so these men and women are right there.
That's understood, that the social distancing gets thrown out the window when there's an emergency.
Of course.
That's reassuring. But you mentioned something that obviously this all is impacted by this COVID-19. Are you aware that there's actually a non-911 emergency number that people can nevertheless call if they want to report that people aren't following the governor's directives?
Yeah, there is. The county got very in front of this, and we set up a 10-digit number, 215 area code number, that people can call in and report if they want. I see 3 people, standing on the street, and, the business is open. I don't think they're supposed to be open. These are not 911 calls. This is not something to tie up 911 dispatchers and first responders. Although it's important, especially, businesses that shouldn't be open, there is that 10-digit number to call and report it. Please don't call 911 for things like that.
And I'd like to reassure people that I've been assured that if you call this non-911 number, but the dispatcher determines that it's an emergency, then the appropriate dispatch, the emergency dispatch, will then kick in, which is a positive. Another thing that we're starting to see and hear about, sadly, are scams related to COVID-19 and, frankly, just general scams. Are you seeing that as well?
Well, we are seeing it, and we're hearing about them, and certainly no one knows better than the District Attorney of Bucks County, who's always there. Your office has been, always fantastic, and I know they are in this situation as well, to make sure that people don't get taken advantage of. And unfortunately, there are the criminal element that we're well aware of that will find an opportunity to take advantage of people. And some of the scams that we're seeing is people calling, saying they're from the IRS. They want your personal information, bank account information, so they can direct deposit stimulus checks. The IRS does not make phone calls. They do not send emails. That's not how they'd be getting in contact.
Or texts.
Or text messages. They do not use social media or any type of media format like that to get in touch with you. There's other companies out there that'll say we can help get you your stimulus money quicker if you give us information. At the end of the day, don't give out any information via text, via email, via phone, via any type of element like that. Those checks will come out the way the government has them designed to come out. The other thing that we're seeing is, people are letting you think you can buy products online, N95 masks, hand sanitizer, Lysol wipes, things like that nature. They take your credit card information and the product never gets delivered to you. So, you stay with reputable companies that you know of. If it's some company that you never heard of, please, don't do business with them. In Bensalem, we have set up a scam email hotlines, if you will. So it's COVIDscam@bensalempa.com. .gov, and that's certainly for Bensalem, but any town could set that up. So if you think you're being scammed, send us that link and we'll investigate it. And we've gotten a couple so far.
You mentioned a lot of scams that people should be looking for. I just want to sum some of that up. In short, if you get an email or a text from somebody that you don't recognize, don't click on it. And if you get a phone call from a number you don't recognize, don't answer it. That's the best way to protect yourself. Are there any ways that the public can help our first responding police, fire, and EMS?
The best way to help us is by trying to get this to an end as quick as possible. Follow the direction of the president and the governor and your elected officials. Try not to go out. I know it's hard. And if you do have to go out, don't make it a family outing. I can't tell you how many times I've seen like 3 people getting into a car, just to run to the store. The only way to beat this is really by locking it down and getting this, this virus out of here as soon as possible and get it manageable. And right now, if people still go out and they're still out in groups, it's going to take longer and longer, and it's going to be harder and harder for us. We want to get back to business as usual. Social distancing is not what police want to do. We've been so successful in the past years of doing so many community events, and that's all come to an end right now. So that's how you can help us.
So everybody can do their part by following the rules, social distancing. Walks are still okay.
Yes.
I've been taking a lot of walks myself. And just to reassure people, I understand that there is a memorandum of agreement between all the police departments in Bucks County so that if this were to happen, and I don't know that it will, any one police department got struck by COVID-19 and could no longer patrol their municipality, all the other police departments could jump in and aid them.
One of the great things about Bucks County is that the police departments, all 39 departments, do work very close together. Working together is not something new to us. We've done it for years and years in the past. So this is just another reassurance that no matter what happens with this, your police and your fire and your EMS will continue in Bucks County.
Well, this has been Matt Weintraub talking with Director of Public Safety of Bensalem Township, Fred Harran. The message is one of calm, caution, and hope. If you follow the rules, we're all going to get through this together. Essentially, we want you to be safe and be well. Thank you.